Welcome everyone to my new video on YouTube. Today we'll be talking about the sport of basketball and why Canada, the nation that gave birth to the inventor of the sport, Naismith, has been weak so far all these years in international competition in basketball because as of 2022 they have not managed to win an international competition so far. Without a doubt, the best Canadian player of all time is the legendary point guard Steve Nash, although even though he participated with Canada in several international tournaments such as the FIBA American Cup, he never managed to lead Canada to a gold medal glory. And speaking about the best Canadian basketball coach ever, without a doubt, we got Triano first on the list, being the first non-American head coach in the NBA. He had this privilege back in 2008, becoming the head coach of the Toronto Raptors, but with respectable and world-class personnel in the world of basketball, it is truly a great surprise that Canada so far has not managed to achieve significant international success in the sport of basketball. And we have to take a look at some factors why this has not managed to become a reality yet. Well, hockey will always be the number one sport in the nation, and it will always attract the most talented athletes in Canada to focus for a professional career in this sport. And as we saw with the expansion of NBA in Canada, of course, Toronto is one of the most successful franchises in the NBA, but in Vancouver, for instance, the Grizzlies had a great potential to become a profitable franchise, but due to bad management, they eventually relocated in the US, in Memphis. Although we can see that the sport, ever since the great success of the Raptors in 2019, becoming NBA champions, right now has gained even more popularity in the nation, and I could definitely say that it is the second most popular sport in Canada after hockey, even more popular than Canadian football. I strongly believe that the cold climate of the country has also contributed on a negative way to the slow development of the sport, because let's face it, in a lot of provinces in Canada, especially in the northern part of the country, summer is almost not existent, and not many basketball courts are to be found, and as a result you won't see a lot of kids going outside and play basketball. Most of them will focus on the most popular sport of the nation, which is ice hockey. However, without a doubt, right now in Toronto at least, we can argue that the Raptors are to a certain degree a little bit more popular than the Maple Leafs because they won their first NBA championship a few years ago, while on the other hand the Maple Leafs have been struggled to achieve glory in the NHL for a lot of decades now. Well, as we saw with the outstanding success of the Toronto Raptors by becoming the first non-American team to win the NBA championship in 2019, there is definitely great hope for the national basketball team of Canada at some point to be able to win an international tournament, and by having the leader of the Raptors, Nick Nurse, as a head coach, this talented American basketball coach can definitely develop a strong Canadian team consisting of world-class NBA players such as Wiggins of the Golden State Warriors, the small forward, and the point guard Murray of the Denver Nuggets, etc. And there are also plenty of other talented Canadian players in the league. Corey Joseph, former champion with the San Antonio Spurs. The talent is definitely there. The key question is whether such world-class players will show the same commitment to lead the national team to glory, just as they're trying their best to lead their NBA clubs to glory in their championship. So, without a doubt, Canada belongs to the top 6 teams in the Americas, alongside the US, of course, Puerto Rico, Argentina, Brazil, and Venezuela. And I am positive that they got what it takes to become America's champion for the first time in their history, since we have to keep into consideration that sometimes the US doesn't take the FIBA America's Cup very seriously. And speaking for a medal in the FIBA World Cup, that would be pretty difficult, but with the right commitment and the quality leadership of coach Nick Nurse, everything can be possible. And so far Canada got only one silver medal in the Olympics, but that was way back in the 30s. In the Olympics, a handful of teams participate compared to the FIBA World Cup, which we got 32 teams. And things would be very, very hard for Canada to be able to win a medal in the modern era of the Olympic Games. But as I said, the talent is there, quality leadership is there, and a lot of people now in Canada, ever since the great success of the Raptors, consider basketball to be their most popular and favorite sport. More and more people and young kids want to get involved with this sport and have potential professional careers in the future, especially kids coming from low income areas, because traditionally basketball has always been linked with this type of hood, allow me to use this expression, culture. And it's not like ice hockey, for instance, where usually parents that belong to the upper middle class areas of both the US and Canada used to take their kids and sign them up in hockey academies. Just like boxing, basketball has always been seen as a way from people coming from poor neighborhoods be able to lead a successful life in both the US and Canada by becoming professional players. So that's it for today, folks. Hope you enjoyed my video. Make sure to leave some comments below, rate my video, and why not subscribe for more interesting and upcoming sports videos. Goodbye for now.